How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the PritchardPub. We're doing some tarot and chill tonight with Maji Chan. She's going to be playing various games of her choice while we hang out. How you doing tonight, Maji?
Oh, I'm doing all right. Just chilling.
We'll be talking about
hey, that's
crystals.
a notification. You guys went live.
We'll be talking about crystals and, various uses for them, specific ones, and all kinds of different stuff. I can do birthday readings, compatibility readings. Okay, honey, we're going to have to get him out of here. He just keeps going for the tax. So if you want to do the honors of
I will.
Getting our son the fuck out of here.
Yeah, you guys have at it. I'll put on some mood music quick. There we go.
Okay, now he's about to maybe go do his own thing. Hey.
And we'll go from there. I'll take care of this.
Go grab Mama a book and we'll read a book. Okay. Want to go read a book?
So what game are you going to be playing, Maji?
I'm probably going to switch to Skyrim. I was just doing the dailies in here to try to get some free stuff.
Oh yeah, as you do. Gotta get them dailies. For those listening, you can send your tarot questions to the pinned PayPal. It's also in the description and stuff.
I guess they can send the questions there too. It's donation readings. So typically it's a $5 minimum, and you can get tarot, oracle, spirit readings, which are very specific messages from... Hold on one second.
Well, I'm playing Skyrim Modded Edition because I have beaten this game like 5 or 6 times. When I say beaten, I have platinumed it on 3 different consoles and as well as Switch. So, yeah, I'm going to start an all-new character just for the stream with mods. That's what I'm going to do. I'm debating whether or not I want to be... what race I want to be, though. I have the sound turned off because they like to ding people for copyright, so I apologize. Oh yeah, the mod is I get to see dead things, and Helgen, you get to see them all dead. In case you're wondering where the ghost came from, that's literally it.
All right, sorry, we're having difficulties over here, and
no, you're good.
We turned the music down. It was blasting. Like I couldn't even concentrate on saying anything because it was just like 20 times louder than your voice. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Before it was really quiet and good too. So, and then our son, of course, keeps coming up, and it's the witching hour for him, where he's so tired that he starts fighting sleep and he gets really crazy. So, typically now he would be kind of winding down and going to bed, but I don't know. He's got these molars coming in, and it's been a wild few days. And of course, he fell and hit his head, so it's like, that's been... I mean, he's okay and everything from that, but, parents be worried. What are you you're a Nord? Oh, are you just making...
Well, no, I'm picking a race.
Argonian! That's the only one I play. I gotta breathe underwater, I just die.
See, I usually either play Khajiit or Breton. I did do a Nord run-through, which I didn't know that about Skyrim, but if you play either a Nord or a High Elf, everyone treats you completely different. I knew they did with Khajiits, but...
People are so racist to me, but But I mean, it's not just about going in the shipwrecks and taking too long. I get away from enemies and dragons when I'm lower level constantly by just going in the water and swimming away or hiding in the water. So I got so used to being Argonian. I'm like, yeah, I've tried to play with other things. I think I was a Breton, and I was like, this is horrible. I can't even stand it.
Well, see, I like Khajiits because Khajiits start out with 7 extra points in damage just because of their claws.
Oh, yeah. My sister plays Khajiit. Like, I mean, I'm sure she's played other things, but I think she's kind of like I am with the Argonian. Just like stick to the one.
Actually, I'm gonna put myself through hell and be a high elf. They are ugly as I'll get out, though.
You get to be in the cool kids club with the other high elves, though.
I'm a high elf smoking that weed. It's even spelled the same way.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a lot of books here. I've got one for the birthdays where you look up a specific birthday, and then the relationships are you look up the birth week of you and the other person. And then I also have one called The Astrology of You and Me, and that's really cool because it goes through the not just like relationships, but like say my son is an Aries, so it's the parents of an Aries. You can look up like having a Taurus roommate or a Pisces coworker. They have all kinds of different relationships in that one, and just like tips about it. So it's actually really awesome, the advice in there. And I got that for like $5 at, I want to say, Marshall's or TJ Maxx. I'm like, score. And then the Encyclopedia of Magical Ingredients is awesome for like making really cool baths to meditate and do like, I guess, what people call rituals. Crystal Guide, Secret Lore of Magic, a Wicca book, runes, the Mother Piece. It's like called A Way to the Goddess, tarot spread books. What is this one? Tarot Magic, Kitchen Table Tarot, Black Arts, Everyday Crystal Rituals. And the Black Arts, they have a lot of different stuff like numerology and Kabbalah and all kinds of different stuff. But I can't get through the Kabbalah chapter because it's so fucking sexist against women. Like, they're talking about how there's masculine and feminine energy, and everything masculine is good energy, and everything feminine is evil energy. I'm like, this is fucking wild, you know? So it's obviously called the Black Arts. So there's like demonology in there and stuff. So, I don't know. I just got it to kind of learn, you know? But
yeah,
a lot of
I
it...
don't mess with demon shit.
No, I wouldn't either, but I like to learn things, and I feel like, you know, I've actually gotten sleep paralysis, and one of the times I woke up and I saw, and so this was my first experience, well, my first paranormal experience, like, ever. I was like very young, like between 5 and 8 or something. I was really young. And I remember I was sleeping on the top bunk, and my older sister was on the bottom bunk. And it was a weekend, and I woke up like at the crack of dawn. And so I wake up, and there's this woman, like an old lady, and she said like, "Goodbye, sweetheart, something else, you know, and I love you." And then she kissed my forehead and then like went away, and I fell back asleep. And then I woke up later, and I remember thinking about that, and I'm like, that's like, that had to be a dream, you know, like I'm on the top bunk, no one's that tall. Like, it was just very odd, right? And then I heard my dad talking on the phone in the kitchen. So I climbed down and walk out there, and he talked for like another minute and got off the phone. And then he told me that my great grandma died. And so that was like wild, you know? And then, you know, I've had a lot of interesting, experiences, some pretty scary. Like, I got sleep paralysis the one time, and I was in my apartment, and the hallway light was on, and the door was like half open, so like you could see a little in the room. It was dark, but you could see, and my glasses were off and contacts were out, so I don't have like crazy bad vision, but I could see the time on my alarm clock. And you know, I couldn't move. I had sleep paralysis before. In fact, I only had it in one other house, and when I mentioned it, I found out the other 2 people I lived with were also getting it. And like it had been tested for radon and all kinds of stuff. But anyway, like I never saw anything. It was just sleep paralysis, and it only happened, you know, when I was laying on my back. But so this time I was in my apartment, and like weird things would happen, like the kitchen ceiling or the range fan would turn on, things like that, you know, nothing major. But I would wake up sometimes like like gasping for air, like I hadn't, like it was bizarre because that had never happened to me before. And then I got sleep paralysis, and I was laying on my side, so I see my alarm clock, and there was a black shadow figure that looked like it was like 6 feet tall, bent at the waist with it was like featureless, just solid black, and its face was like right in my face, and I could see an arm either on me or the bed. And I had sleep paralysis, so I couldn't move anything but my eyes, and it was terrifying. And I remember closing my eyes again and just like waiting until I could move my body. And then I moved out of that apartment. I complained about some stuff, and they moved me to another building, and then all of that stuff stopped. So that was wild, right? And so years later, I was in my scale shack working an overnight job, just scaling millings. So I was watching Netflix, and I watched a documentary about sleep paralysis called The Nightmare. And it got to, like, they were telling me that people were seeing these black shadow figures. I'm like, what? Like, other people, you know, it was mind-blowing. And they did a reenactment. It was, like, identical to what I saw. And some people see, like, the Hat Man, which it didn't have a hat. It was just, like, an outline of a figure. And it didn't have any kind of eyes or glowing eyes. And people are like, well, you just imagine something scary when your body is between sleep and, you know, whatever, sleep and awake. And it's like, if I was going to imagine something, it would be terrifying, like fucked up eyes and sharp teeth and, you know, things like that. So, yeah, I think I've actually learned how to, like, fight out of sleep paralysis. And I just like to learn about things like that, not to like do any kind of, like, I would never do any kind of ritual that was negative towards someone. So say there was like someone abusive, like I would never do a ritual to like try to even like stop them or make their life harder or anything like that. Like if anything, maybe like protect people they encounter. I don't know. But I've lost friends because I found out they were, you know, and I don't like the word witch. I would never consider myself a witch. I do tarot for Christians all the time. I don't think it's like evil or occult or anything. They're just tools. So like you could say like, you know, it's like how like God or the universe can like help guide you, you know. They're strictly just tools, and I think intent really, really matters. So I try to be very, very careful about my intent when I do any kind of ritual, which is not often. And like I said, it's never negative. And when I found out people do like negative things like that, I'm like, I can't, you know, I don't condone that. And I don't believe I think, is it pagan or Wiccans? I think it might be pagans, or some people believe that it comes back like threefold or whatever. But I don't necessarily believe that, though. I do believe that, you know, you're putting energy out there, and it you know, you're going to get energy back. So it's just probably better to put good energy out into the world. But yeah, I just me reading about like demonology, it's not like anything I would ever really want to go down a road, for example, you know, just like to learn.
Yeah.
It helps me understand. But I have
unfortunately, that's just stuff that I know that's out there. I just don't actively bother to even learn.
Yeah, there's a lot of interesting stuff regarding just religion, spiritual stuff, all of that. It's pretty wild. Oh,
let's see.
Okay, here we go.
My religious, the religion I was raised in is Christian, but it warned against going to soothsayers and stuff like that. and dark arts and
Soothsayers, oh.
putting the trust in other things. But the Bible also teaches balance. That there's a balance in everything. For every good, there's an evil, and every evil, there's a good. And so, yes, I do know that some of the stuff is dark. Some of the stuff shouldn't be played with. I mean, Pharaoh's priests were able to convert staffs into snakes, just like just like Moses could. But I also believe that
convert his book into a dragon. Sorry.
But
cool.
I also believe that stuff was put on the earth for the use of man. So it is kind of a weird balancing act. There is a fine line between. There is a very, very fine line between crossing the line in terms of soothsayers, stuff like that. But there's also the scriptures also say faith to move mountains.
Mm-hmm.
So just things to think about, I guess.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out how I share this to a group.
Probably the wrong person to be talking to about that, but yeah, no, that's just how I am, how I see things. It's sad. I really like this dude. He's the guy who helps you when you first try to escape. But the problem is you get way more benefits from befriending this dude because his uncle's the blacksmith.
Hey, I have a question. Do you kill Parthenax?
No. Well, I did an evil walkthrough where I did everything I wouldn't normally do. Actually, I've done a few of those different characters and whatnot. In fact, I might make this one a Thalmor. But it's not worth killing Parthenax. It really isn't. Woohoo, you get one more daily. Yay. Or not daily, but one more pointless mission that you get 500 gold for. But no, I like Parthenax, and I am a firm believer of redemption. And Parthenax spent his whole entire second half of his immortal life studying and trying to help humans understand better nature, even though it was very much against his nature. Think about it. Dragon's sole nature is to dominate. He even says, never trust another Dova. They crave power. They want to seek. They don't see humans as normal, and the fact that he actually spent his entire life dedicated to trying to make humans stronger, to trying to understand the ways of peace and for them to interpret the ways of the Thu'um, so that maybe someday can reverse fate and not give in to the slaves.
With Parthenax, or somebody actually posted on Reddit one time, they were like, where do you want your dragonborn to be buried? And I said, bury me with Parthenax. And I got a fuck ton of likes on it. I'm like, yeah, he is the best though. Who's the one that you ride over to? What mission is it?
I know which one. When you capture him and you gotta ride him over.
Yeah, who is that?
My favorite is from the DLC. He's stuck in the Soul Realm. Where
isn't that the DLC? Wait.
Yeah,
the one I'm thinking of?
He's from the Dawnguard DLC. He's stuck in the Soul World, but you learn to summon him. It's so that he can fly in Skyrim. One more time before, he goes back. He's not only a great ally, but I'd sometimes just let him fly. Like when the dragons are flying around Throat of the World with Parthenax, sometimes I'll just go and shout out there and watch him fly around for a sec. I know it's just a video game, but still.
It's not just a video game. Skyrim is a way of life. I mean, that took over my life. I got so freaking addicted to it. That was crazy.
I did too. I'm the crazy fan that will spend ridiculously amounts of money if I enjoy something for stuff. But Bethesda's kind of ruined their fan base a little.
Did I tell you about my gem tornadoes? So I did the quest. It's my favorite one, this unusual gem. So it's like, I think the Crown of Baronzaya. I never remember Baronzaya. So
I always forget to get the crown or the gem out of the stupid embassy where you only have one chance to get it.
God, I hate that freaking the Thalmor embassy, dude. I hate it. So I get that done, and then I mean you find a ridiculous amount of gems and gold. Like, oh, dead bear, there's like 20 gems. You know, it's crazy. So I would go to my house and just keep piling my room with gems, and then I would do my Unrelenting Forest shout and make gem tornadoes, and I fucking filled that shit with so many gems, and I would do it every time. I'd like make a gem tornado and go collect a bunch more and do it again, and finally it permanently froze my game with like the gems all over the air, and I mean I couldn't even play the game at all. I had to start a new one. It was so funny. Amazing though. It's like the best way to break a game. So that's kind of what I want to do. Just make gem tornadoes forever. And not kill Parthenax.
Yeah.
But don't you have to kill him to get all the shouts?
No. That's just it. The stupid blades make you think you have to, but in actuality, he, by not killing him, and if you go talk to the Greybeard dudes, they'll actually send you to find your missing words.
Oh.
But as soon as you kill him, you become an enemy to the Greybeards.
I don't think I've ever gotten all of the shouts, actually.
Unfortunately, I have.
I feel like that's the real way to beat the game, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like I said, I've platinumed this on PS3, PS4, and PS5.
Oh my gosh. Hold on one second. I'm going to call for Andy.
In fact, I'm pretty sure everybody who's watching this has seen this opening scene at least 1 million times. But yeah, this one didn't have anything.
Our sun is still on one, but Andy's back. Woo! Can you even play like the Skyrim music in the background? Like if you try instead of this?
Technically, I could get it to echo through the mic, but I don't know.
No, Andy. Instead of stuff he's playing.
Gotcha.
Well, I don't know. I could try.
Oops.
I'd have to download
What's
it.
going on here? Uh-oh. Huh. Hey, I chats. I'm gonna try and do this. What the fuck is happening?
The classic opening cave in Skyrim with the rat.
No, this is the bear.
Oh, the bear. Oh,
You're
geez.
supposed to sneak by him, but I just kill him.
I could be mixing it up with Oblivion too.
Oblivion's got the rats.
Yeah,
the
that's
rats
right.
and the cultists.
Yeah. That's some good stuff. Good memories.
Yes. Okay. Someone on the Best of Minnesota shared the Riverside Plaza. It's like these ugly, I don't know if you can see it, apartment buildings with like different colored fucking panels. And it's like where we just put up a bunch of Somalis there and whatever. And I was like, I gotta make sure someone in the comments called it the Crack Stacks. Yep, I thought these were named the Crack Stacks, and like a bunch of people liked it. So I'm like, yes, I don't have to comment that. We just always call them the Crack Stacks because it looks like a crack house, but apartment buildings. It's the ugliest shit ever. Such an eyesore. And we have a really cool skyline in Minneapolis too. Yeah,
well, the nice thing is Halvar can't die until he exits out. So usually when I'm running behind him, I'll get his health down low just so I can work on leveling my magic before I leave.
Oh man.
Now he can die.
I fucking, you know who I really can't stand? Cicero.
I usually kill him.
Yeah. I don't blame you.
Or actually the last time, so there's the Daedric prince that demands a sacrifice. I usually take him and become Boethiah's offering.
Oh my god.
So what got you into all this? Like the crystals and the readings and stuff.
Well, I grew up, my best friend and her mom was basically like a mom to me, and we met at our like preschool orientation or something, and just like we're like friends, and our parents did play dates and stuff, and I don't know, so she's been like a sister to me, best friend. And her mom had like tarot cards and stuff, and so we, like when Ouija boards were popular, we got a psychic circle which had like the elements and different things like that, and I don't know, so it's always been like almost normal, and we always like watched horror movies together and things like that. And so like horror movies never really bothered me. In fact, like watching the that documentary where it was like the reenactment, like I had to pause that, and that bothered me because like I had no idea that was like you know, happening to other people, and it was just like wild. But I'm like, you know, watching horror movies, I'm like, oh, scarier things have happened to me like on a daily basis. This is fine. And we just watched like that shit from a young age. Like our parents didn't care if we watched rated R movies at all. And yeah, I don't know, I guess it was just kind of normal. And then I got my first deck when I was in my early 20s, and you know, a lot of people think you have to be gifted your first deck, and I just wanted one, and I went and I found one I liked, and that was that. And I originally gave people free readings, but then they took full advantage, and I would set up and they'd ditch me or like want 2 readings every day, and like, you know, it got to be like a lot. So then I started charging, and I charge so much less than other readers, and I've seen a lot of tarot readers, and there's only probably a couple that I think are legit and actually like reading energy and, you know, reading on the cards based meaning, their own intuitive interpretation, and also like the artistic, like the symbolism and artistic interpretations of their deck. And so, you know, it's important to have a deck you connect with and things like that. But I've seen a lot of people do, you know, they'll pull cards and then just spew a bunch of intuitive shit and, you know, like definitely like cold readings and stuff. Or like I've seen a lot of people that are so spiritual and they, you know, take all these classes and they do shaman this and, you know, past life regression that. And I really think that they are just loaded, honestly, and not legitimate. And it's really sad, especially when they're so confident and people love them so much. But they're definitely, I guess, grifters with that. The reason I do it is because I feel like tarot is one way that I can actually be a healer of sorts. I have a lot of gripes. Like I took a college course for psychology and interpersonal communications and stuff, and did learn a lot. And what I learned is that, oh wow, like a lot of psychiatrists and psychologists are absolutely batshit. And I think we, you know, like I'm in mom groups and shit, and people are like, oh, my son did this, and like, you know, about the pettiest shit. Everyone's like, therapy, therapy, therapy. And I'm like, yeah, except for therapists will like groom people. And like, I remember when I was 12, one of my best friends moved to a different school, and I was upset about it, and I cried about it, and I told my dad I wanted to move into two, you know, but I was upset, and I'm a preteen, and, you know, and so my dad's like, maybe you should go to therapy if you're so upset. And I went to, and they immediately prescribed me fucking Zoloft. Like, are you serious? That's not okay. And I didn't take it. I think I maybe took it a couple times, and it was like, not for me. I didn't really notice a difference or anything. And it was, I mean, I probably didn't even give it a chance to work, but no thanks. Even then, I just like felt really uncomfortable taking that. And I felt like, well, I'm like, why are you trying to give me something and I feel like it's not right? You know, like I'm just upset because my friend moved. I don't think I necessarily need therapy, but I sure don't need medication, you know? And, so I think we really push therapy. And I mean, don't get me wrong, therapy can be extremely helpful for people. I'm not, so can medications. So I'm not like, you know, but we are overall, our country is way too medicated. And especially when we're, you know, the whole like opioid epidemic, which was really more heroin, and, you know, they, you know, the stigma has all fallen on the pain patients, and, you know, that's a whole other thing. And we do episodes on that. Because as someone with intractable pain, like I have seen it firsthand, our pain clinics treat addicts too. Like why? That makes no sense why a pain clinic would treat addiction. And then they push Suboxone on everyone, and give them injections that aren't FDA approved, and, you know, all kinds of weird off-label nerve pain drugs and stuff. So I just think overall we're very, you know, they push and push and push so they can get their kickbacks. And it doesn't matter if it's medicine, you know, they want you to get sick, or to keep you sick to keep coming back there for sure. Yeah, it's, I mean, obviously, like, that's why we're broke now, is because medical bills are expensive, and like my insurance doesn't cover shit. It's actually really, really disgusting. We need limits on how much people can, you know, insurance companies and pharmaceutical companies can make. But like, and I'm not necessarily anti-vax either. Like, of course, I think that polio and measles and things like that, like, that's great that they have vaccines for that. But when you find out things like the hepatitis B, I want to say it's the hepatitis B, I think, shot, they came out with that and they weren't making enough money, so they decided to push it for babies, market it for babies. And now they give babies fucking hepatitis shots that they don't need, and then they're putting heavy metals in all of these vaccines and shit. So it's like, No, I'm not anti-vax. I think some are very important, but also, why are we putting fucking heavy metals in it? Why are we giving babies hepatitis shots? Like, the shit makes no sense.
Yeah.
So I guess, like, you know, even politically, I've always been more independent. And so it's like, if I say anything that criticizes the right, they call me a libtard. And then if I say anything that criticizes the left, I'm a fucking Nazi, you know? Like, okay, but in reality, it's just like, I think the government they take too much of our money. They poison our food. They do a lot of corrupt shit, for sure. And I think that's really too bad. You know, like, the average family, we should be able to, like, just have a normal job and get to, like, spend time with our families, you know. And one thing I noticed traveling to other countries is they really it's like they'll go out with their friends for dinner way more than we do. And I'm sure people in America do. Well, I know they do, you know. There's people that can, but there's a lot of people just struggling and isolating, and I don't think COVID helped that at all.
I think COVID did the worst thing it could do for social interaction.
Yeah, and people, like, we're pack animals. We're supposed to have human interaction. And but back to tarot, like, it's definitely therapeutic, and you know, you can get really good advice and insights and reassurance from it and things like that. So I definitely I really love it, and I don't think there's anything evil about it at all. But I respect, you know, when my Christian friends say that it's occult and they don't believe in it and they think it's, you know, essentially evil. It almost, like, stings a little, but you know, I respect that. I could sit here and try to change their mind, but I think that would almost be a little bit disrespectful to them and their religion. So I just, you know, okay, you know, I mean, you don't have to come get a reading. That's,
Yeah.
you know what I mean. If it's not their thing, that's totally fine. But I definitely wish it wasn't so associated with, like, witchcraft and things like that. Can you hear Xander in the background?
I can.
Yeah, I wonder how late he's gonna be up. Oh wow, Skyrim's at 75%. Let me see. Here we go. It's one of those weird rollerball mouses. So. Oh no! What am I doing? I can't fucking read this. I can't. Hey, baby. Oh, maybe this is why. No. Oh, okay. Oh, dang it. I guess. All I know is Skyrim 75%. What did you name your character?
I just named it Knife Ears.
Knife Ears?
Yes.
Hell yeah. Slicey ears.
Yeah, I just named it Knife Ears. You know, the insult from Lord of the Rings.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know she was a killable character.
Whew. I missed it.
The chick that will escort you out of town.
Oh, Lydia?
Yeah, I didn't know she was a killable NPC. So I have a mod on that if an NPC dies of importance, they turn into a ghost.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it kind of glitches out and will turn them into a ghost before they die.
I really, really like one of the first missions I do is the Dark Brotherhood, because I love having Shadowmere. It is so helpful to have a horse that's extremely hard to kill. But I definitely lost Shadowmere. I'm like, where the fuck is my horse? And that really sucked.
The only problem I had with Shadowmere is he draws every enemy to you.
Really?
Yeah. Shadowmere, because especially when the higher you level,
I didn't know that.
he levels with you, he gets so powerful, he'll start drawing like every dragon on the map to you.
I remember playing on our PC, and I think it was the PC when I moved into Andy's apartment, like when we first met, and I was playing for a while, and then after a while Andy went into the settings for something, and I think it was a change, like, because I don't like to play inverted, and then they found out that I was playing on, it was not the most difficult one, I can't remember what they're labeled, but it was the second to the hardest one. And they were both like so fucking shocked. They thought I was like playing on easy. I'm like, you guys are so rude, dude. Like, girls are
so did you know there's a little hidden quest with him?
With Shadomir? Or him?
No, with Sven.
Sven, no.
Yeah, so he likes the same girl as another dude. But the other dude is a level 50 archer trainer. So
I think I might know what you're talking about, actually. Maybe.
So if you hit him and him, if you pit the two guys against each other and then turn him in and get the girl to like the other dude, you actually get a far better reward, because Fandel here, who's the level 50 Bosmir archer training dude, will become your partner. So then that way you could be allies with him, get level up your archery training.
Hell yeah, I love archery too.
And then steal it all out of his pocket without being in trouble, because you just go into his inventory and trade.
Okay, yeah, I didn't think I knew about that, so that's awesome. I gotta do
that. The huntress lady from the from East, not East Kamar, from the companions, same situation.
Okay, yeah. What's her name? It starts with an A, right? Or what is her name?
You said Ayla the Hunter or something.
Yeah, Ayla, I think, yeah. It's been a while since I've played. I really need to. Bad.
But now, I got a higher level archer than me as a companion that offers free training. And more importantly, where the hell is he? More importantly, he has a leveled bow that I don't have access to till I'm like level 7. Oh, yeah, I know he's killable. I've killed him a couple of times. I'm starting to think I need to take off this mod.
What mod?
The one that lets me see NPCs even if they're killed. Because he's not dead, but he's a killable one, so they'll randomly turn him into a ghost. It becomes useful later on when the main NPC you're looking for dies, if they have something you need from them. But at the same time, it's glitched and, well, come on. Actually, I'll just steal his key.
I don't like pickpocketing in there. I don't know why.
Oh, no, I'm not pickpocketing.
Well, no, I'm just saying, like, it makes me nervous. I don't know why. I like sneaking, though.
But see, here's a leveled hunting bow. And sometimes if you're higher in your archery, he'll have a steel bow. And then he's got all this cool stuff you could loot. And none of it is stealing. Yeah, I'm not giving him a mace.
Jeebus. Brown recluse spiders creep me the F out, dude. We have them in Minnesota too, but I just, Right now, I'm just
Click on that. I'm gonna give him this.
catching up on some stuff here.
No, you're good.
I'll be right back, okay? At least you're playing a game, so people can do that. But yeah, no one's in for readings. We are pretty late tonight, so 1 sec.
Yeah, you're fine.
Here, hold on.
I was debating whether or not to do an evil walkthrough, but nah, I'll just play the game. Except for I'm going the wrong way. Really should have probably put this in survival mode to make it more interesting for the people watching. I didn't even think of that. I just turned it off. Yeah, screw this. I'm in a high elf.
Our son's like hopefully falling asleep here.
Ah, you're fine.
I got some celery. I like celery and, well, basically ants on a log with no ants.
Well, unfortunately, I think I am very boring to stream on my own.
I don't think you're boring. Dude, just watching you play is, I don't know. Anyone who likes Skyrim should like that, because...
Well, like I said, I have quite a few mods in here on this one. So if I decide to continue, like when I am streaming with you, to just be on this character. There's actually a bunch of stuff that you don't normally see because I do have a shit ton of mods on.
Tell me about your mods. I'm gonna mute this while I cut this out real quick.
Well, there's your basic scenery mods, like the enhancement to Whiterun, which as soon as I'm done in here, I'll go in and probably be done. I did unleash a bunch of new spells. Nice thing is this is the special anniversary edition. Not like, okay, so there's 2 different anniversary editions, but this is the one with all the new Dwemer stuff and new spells and stuff. So a lot of people don't know about this one because they just saw another Skyrim release. They didn't understand that entailed a lot of new equipment, including backpacks, which is nice. This particular one has, because I didn't want to pay real money, I was given a bunch of Creation Club points when I bought the 11th year anniversary or whatever you want to call it. And so I have a couple of new dungeons, a new house, a whole new quest line. But, I mean, there's countless things. The only problem is with Creation Club mods, you have to be careful because if you get too many mods stacked up, it actually crashes and breaks the game. And some of them are made, actually, they're all made by third party. So some of them, PlayStation, I don't have to worry nearly as much as like PC. You have to be careful. I only really get the ones that are created by the Creation Club's authorized ones just to be safe, especially since PlayStation, if they suspect you're hacking their console or something, they'll brick your machine and your account. It's not worth it.
Wow. We only did mods on the PC and like obviously free ones, but like the unlimited carrying weight and jumping really high, I'm like, because I don't feel like it's things that are necessarily like cheating. And I've played the game like what vanilla or however you want to describe it, like so many freaking times that it's like, who cares? I don't feel like it's cheating, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And yeah.
I think this character is going to be a strict magic user.
I like magic. I use the restoration, I think. When I'm like battling, I'll like run away and like restore my health and shit like that. I use that a lot. Probably the most of anything.
Well, like, I just raised the zombie. He's going to disappear because my conjuration's really well.
That is something I like never do on there. It's so interesting how people play so differently. So many options.
I have 2 types of builds. I have, well, actually 3. I did do an all warrior melee build on here. It was actually kind of fun, but it's not as fun to watch when you're streaming.
Yeah.
But with all the new mods and stuff that I have on here, being a magic build is probably the better way to go, just because there is new spells and stuff. New spells, new shouts. Whole new zone. There's like 2 zones that I done. There's quite a few different zones you pick from, but like I said, you have to be kind of careful with that stuff.
Yeah. Okay, I'll be right back.
Don't do it, dude. I guarantee you're gonna die. My book says he's gonna die. Yep, he did. Can never remember if it's snake, whale, snake, or snake, snake, whale. We'll see. That's great.
Dang it. I wish I
So-
would have had time to plan this better.
It's fine. I mean, we might have
we'll
a
do it
couple
again.
of things that you might be able to go through and clip
Mm.
out.
Oh, it looks like someone is finally talking in the chat.
Yeah, Tank Ferret.
Hey, Tank.
Nice. Oh, shit.
Bunch of people.
Sorry, Tank. I didn't know you were there. I kind of stopped paying attention to
That's
chat.
amazing. Tarot Destroyer. My boyfriend lost a testicle in a chainsaw accident, and my other boyfriend donated his testicle to help out. Which man should I marry? Well, as soon as you send $5, which I'm assuming you didn't,
Yeah.
I will answer your question.
What up, Tank Destroyer?
You know, actually, Tank, I have
Just
never
make
actually
sure they
played
didn't
Cyberpunk.
donate to the PritchardPub one. Yeah.
I've never played Cyberpunk, but part of me kind of wants
Tarot
to now that
Destroyer.
they fixed it all up.
So Tarot Destroyer, I feel like that's very interesting. Like, are they specifically looking for tarot readers to fuck with? Oh, that's pretty loud.
I
Sorry.
don't know.
That's fucking hilarious. Which man should you marry? I'm gonna pull a card. I'm not even gonna fucking tell you, Tarot Destroyer. Even though this isn't even a real situation, I know which one, in theory, you should marry. And it's probably not what you think. You want some more, baby?
Tank Ferret says Cyberpunk 2077 is okay. It's a mediocre shooter with a great story and limited replayability.
If you don't want it, here, give me your hands. Here. I'll wipe your
Yeah.
hands, baby.
When it came out, it was just so buggy. It was unplayable. I didn't think it was worth investing
I'm
any
gonna give
time.
it to... Here, let me make sure.
Let's face it, these are expensive. Dealing with bugs all the damn time just sucked. The only reason why I do with Skyrim is because Skyrim actually had a story worth putting forth the effort on getting past them.
Dogs can have celery in moderation, and this is peanut butter that they can have too. So if he doesn't eat it, the dogs can clean it up.
So you know how to tell which ones are going to come awake and which ones aren't, right?
No.
See how the one with armor is?
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, you can tell. This one's going to come awake because he has armor.
What? Dude. Who needs a guidebook when you have a Maji Chan? What the fuck? That's so sick. Did you know that, Andy? You can tell which one of the Draugrs are gonna wake up because if they're wearing armor, they wake up.
Oh, I didn't know that. I always just looked at the resolution difference because I never had like. Yeah, that's interesting.
Oh yeah, I guess that's what I did too. Yeah, and you can tell like if they look. Yeah, there's a difference in the graphics.
Yeah, but
I guess I never realized that I was
couldn't
looking
see
at that
it,
too.
all you have to do
You
is
said
look
that.
and see if they're wearing pants. If they're wearing pants, then
Yeah, until Andy said that, I didn't realize that I had been looking at the resolution too. It's just like you do some things on autopilot and you don't even realize it, but I hate going to the fucking, what is it called? The underworld place. What is it? What is that called?
which one?
The underworld, like the...
The soul care?
Andy, what's that underworld place you go to?
Or Sovngarde?
Hmm? Oh my kid.
Are you talking about Sovngarde?
Maybe.
Oh shit. This One thing I hate is when your companion runs in front of you, and then you gotta make sure your companion isn't your enemy.
I'm trying to figure it out to be sure. Oh, this is not what I was looking for.
I keep forgetting there's a fast wheel. I just don't remember how to pull it up on a 5.
Why is it so freaking hard to find?
Did tell him to follow me again, right? Yeah, I did.
Okay, I need to type something else. Blackreach, that's what I'm thinking about. I fucking hate Blackreach. I never want to go there again.
Yeah, but the problem is Blackreach is so big, and there's actually a hidden dragon down there.
What?
Yeah, the big old lantern in one of the places, if you shout at it enough or shoot it enough, I'm trying to remember. If you do something to it enough, you either hit it or you shout at it 3 times, it will trigger a boss dragon.
Oh, shit.
It's like a hidden boss down there. And when I say
babe.
boss dragon, he's like ultimate dragon.
That's amazing. In Blackreach, which I fucking hate Blackreach and I never want to go there again, she said there's a, what is it called? There's a...
Okay, you know that giant glowing orb ball thing in the ceiling?
Here, yeah.
I'm here.
I'm not magic. Was gonna raise him.
Have a great night, Tank Ferret, if they didn't catch you.
No, have a good night, Tank.
The big crystal in Blackreach, is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, that big
Tank,
sun-looking
I'm sorry,
light.
I didn't see all of those. I'm so sorry. It's up here, but it was like not looking at all of the chat, so I apologize. I would have been chatting with you more. That's frustrating. Okay, so Maji, tell him about the dragon.
Oh, I know, but I think there's a dragon that comes out of the crystal or out from behind the crystal, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that big sun-looking lantern thing.
Yeah. That's it's part of conspiracy theories. What is it? Let me think. The dragon has something to do with something, though. That's a very special dragon. That one in particular.
And he's a pain in the ass to kill.
Yeah, for good reason. Yeah, I think it's one of like. I think that because it's named. I think, if I recall.
Good place.
And since it's named, it's like a character in the lore, which means it's one of the dragons. I'm pretty sure.
Okay, so there's a lot of fan theories about him. If I understand it right, a lot of people believe he's the slave to the vampire clan that's down there.
I could see
Just
that.
like how there's a bunch of humans and thralls down there. I think he's part of them. I don't know if he's the master of the vampire clan or if he's a slave of the vampire clan. I feel bad. I didn't know Tank was here.
I know, me too.
Teach me to pay attention to video games.
And he's like, folks. I'm like, oh shit.
Ooh, fireball.
So I never, with like the DLCs, I never like built a house and did all that shit.
Building a house kind of sucks in here. The only thing cool
It's like a
is
chore.
if you get one of the bigger ones where you can have all the stations, including an enchanting station.
If we have all the DLC and stuff ready to go and it's nice and smooth and everything, I might require you to have a house on your gem tornado run. Just because there's so much storage space, and you can customize each room to be different trophy rooms or whatever.
So yeah. I do that on purpose. I purposely go and trigger this Draugr to come running up, because if you don't, you could lose her somewhere along the line here, and freaking she'll ambush you from behind.
Oh, I think I know what Draugr you're talking about. They do that on purpose. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
They try to set them up so that you like walk past them. I'm pretty sure.
That is exactly what it is. And there's always a chest down here.
Let's see here. Before we wrap up, I'm going to have you on full screen for a little bit longer. Just so we get another.
I kind of feel bad. We weren't really talking anything interesting.
This is cool.
I was overhearing it. It was pretty good talk.
Sometimes people like that when it's just like people chilling and talking, and like Tank was in the chat, so we could all have been talking to him, and it's normally better with the chat, and that's why I like streaming live, because I love talking to people on the chat too. Oh, and like because Andy had to deal with Xander, and then we got the comments. I saw that we had like it was just like scrolled weird, so I only saw one, and it wasn't like I saw a couple, I should say, because I saw that one tarot thing and that weird shit. What the fuck are you talking about?
Oh, whoops, I went the wrong way. See, with tarot, it's not really my thing, but I don't have anything wrong with it as long as people are understanding that energy is a thing.
Yeah. Intentions is the big thing. Yeah. It can be
think about it.
Yeah.
So the very first law of physics, of science, of chemistry, matter cannot be created nor destroyed, just transfigured, transformed, or reshaped.
Oh yeah.
And a lot of people don't understand that. Even if you're a Christian, even if you only have certain beliefs, I mean, this is physical laws of the universe.
Yeah, on a subatomic level too.
Which, don't get me wrong, I am very much a Christian. Christ is my savior.
Yeah, these are fundamental building blocks of the universe, and basically how everything works on a repeating scale, infinitely bigger and infinitely smaller. So understanding it is key,
Exactly. And some people are more prone to feel things than others. Some people are more prone to see things than others. And who are we to say who God decides who gets those gifts and who doesn't?
Right.
It's kind of weird. I don't know if I'm making any sense.
Oh, you're making sense. So let's see here.
Like 9 out of 10 times, I'm not trying to brag or anything, but 9 out of 10 times I could look at somebody and tell where they're hurting. Normal people can't do that.
It's a good skill. That is a good
It's not
skill.
something I learned. It's just something I've always been able to tell. I can feel. I don't know how to describe it.
Yeah.
High capacity empathy.
Mm-hmm. He's banging on the drums now. Yeah, we should wrap it up. It's our son's on one. We gotta go to bed.
Yeah.
No, you're good.
I still gotta film
I'm just
one.
rambling anyway. I'm pretty sure.
No, we can do this anytime, preferably a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
When I'm more awake too, and we can. When you advertise things, even for like a few hours before, there's a lot better of a chance of, you know, more people watching and stuff like that, and going earlier. So we'll do it earlier, at least a little bit. And yeah, it'll be good. It'll be good. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm just gonna kill this drugger and I'll probably log off after I kill the main boss here.
So, anything you want to show before we get going, Maji?
I don't really have anything much to show. Not yet, anyway.
All right. How about you, Ben?
Yeah, we'll show tomorrow. We'll do another thing, or soon. We'll do it soon.
My only show'll be saying sub to the pub.
All right. Good night. We'll see you guys later.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Thanks for joining us, Maji.
Yep. Have a
Thank
good
you.
one.